Hello everybody, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. This is Season 5 of our Open Wheeler Championship, still in the F3. My name is Gareth and joining me once again in commentary is Jools. Jools, how are you?
Good, thanks. Great to be back. Although, have we actually been away? I don't think so. Not with Dom's silly season, which just finished.
Yeah, no, silly season and the Hill Climb Challenge has certainly been taking up a heck of a lot of time for all the drivers. Practice results in then for this first race at the Nürburgring. David Lyne, the fastest once again, from Rob Miller in second, Nick Lee in third. Then you've got Ollie Walker, Lee Harding, Gavin Kelly, Michael Messenger, Ettridge, Wayne Palmer and Josh Namath rounding out the top 10.
Good to see some new teams. And also, as you said, Miller and Lyne at the top there in the new teammate for David Lyne there, Rob Miller in the A team.
Yeah, that's a very potent looking team combination. And here is Lyne from the A team then. We'll be looking...
first out of the pits as he was first in practice. That gives him the end of the pit lane and immediately going fastest at the 47.9. Namath following up there, a few tenths back.
Yeah, it should be an interesting quali session, this one. Actually, a lot of fast drivers in this top split.
Including Mr. Greening there, who's just popped up into third. But Miller now taking over from Lyne at the top. And then Namath replying with a low 47.1.
Yeah, that's
both
very
Lyne
quick.
and Miller, that's very rapid.
I did have Josh down as being a bit of a dark horse for this season. Be interesting to see what he can do. There's Rob Miller, though, replying. Well, these times are coming thick and fast.
Still very close at the top, though. Just 37 hundredths in it between first and third.
Yeah. A few drivers yet to set a lap then. Graham Bardsley, is that Don Parker down the back? And Jordan, is that Johnson at the back? Who's the JH?
Yeah, John Johnson, last minute onto the grid, onto qualifying. Time still tumbling. Nicola Lay, another effort, drops it under the 47s. Lyne and Namath, second and third.
Lyne responding now. This is incredible stuff.
It's back and forth like a tennis match here.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Here comes
Kelly's
Nick Lee.
looking quite off the pace there, down in 10th, a second off the pace, current champion.
Yeah, let's hope our champion can improve from there then. Tremendous
Lay
season.
lowering the bar there, hasn't he? Another half a second. And Lyne responded, but still 2.5 tenths back.
Someone's just dropped it on the final corner.
Lay going even quicker, but that was Miller behind him, dodging that spinning ETM car, going even quicker than that.
Wow, so Namath in our sole ETM car then following the split of the grid. So Nick Lee on pole then from David Lyne, Rob Miller in third, Lee Harding in fourth from Sleepy Time Racing. Is that Lee's first time in F3, isn't it? Well, great to see him up there. And
I believe so, yeah, and Rick is also should be in the grid there.
Excellent stuff. I saw Michael Messenger in 5th place, looking a bit further down, uncharacteristically low down for Jordan Johnson in 12th place. Disappointing for Joshua to see him down in 10th after starring in that qualifying session, you'd have to say. Further back then, we've got Adam Highfield making a return to the Open Wheel Championship. He missed most of Season 4, so interesting to see what he can do there. And I saw Wayne Palmer in 17th place. Don Parker, Rick Barrow making up the final row.
Imagine for Highfield this will be a learning event.
Yes, a reacclimatisation. Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations on Nicola Lay for the pole there. And obviously you got the A-team breathing down his neck.
Yeah, that's going to be a scary pair of cars behind him. So much to
on
talk
board
about.
David Lyne here.
Yeah. So much to talk about through this session as well, though, with all the news and the moves. We'll get into it. Green flag, though, we're racing at the Nürburgring. Great start by Nick Lee, but look at the A-team bearing down on him, as you say, Jules.
It's a great start from everybody so far, it seems.
Yeah, but 2-1 classic pinch point. Front cars are all safely through. Looks like the whole grid's through. That's a great sight to see. Lee's had a tremendous start at the front there. Look at that gap he's pulling already, nearly a second.
Yeah, he's got to get that gap up while he can. No. Spoke too soon. There's been a bit of an accident there at the back.
Yeah, Nathan Parker, the action magnet in there, and I saw Namath was round as well. Graham Bardsley, I think he slipped back as well. So several cars involved in that accident.
Jordan Johnson's a bit of a mover there. He's already up to 8th position.
Yeah, there he is with his teammate Ollie Walker, and he's ahead of Walker.
Not sure what happened there.
No. But Jordan, you have to say, he's probably one of the pre-season championship favourites with his pace, providing he doesn't get involved in any accidents. But we'll have to wait and see what happens as we go across this season.
Yeah, and assuming that he can make enough rounds.
Yeah. Oh no!
That's the leader.
That is the leader. Nick Lee round in the NGP Volvo Safe Driving Academy. Not so safe there, unfortunately for him. So we've got 18-1-2 at the moment.
Yeah, the cold tyres are biting, and Miller is challenging Lyne, but it's not really a passing point here into the chicane. It's too fast.
Yeah, this is the sort of touring car World Endurance Championship chicane, much faster than the Formula One type, which is the very short, slow second gear one, I beg your pardon. So as they cross the line, David Lyne nearly deposed by Rob Miller, but he's held on. Look at Lee Harding though, he's having a storming drive here and attacking Michael Messenger. Oh no, that's one of the risky races round. Is that Ettridge falling down the order?
He went in too hot there and locked the rears.
It's very easy to do with that slight kink just before the main corner and the curb dropping away. Is that Harding getting it quite wrong?
Yeah, he's gone very wide there. That's allowed greening onto him.
Yeah. And a bit of breathing space for Michael Messenger, who we're riding on board with, looking back at Lee Harding and Stephen Greening, who's now ahead. So, Jools, much to talk about for this season then. The first time that the championship will be 8 rounds instead of 12.
Yeah, no, it's just been reduced. I think maybe we talk about that in a bit, because there's a battle going on here for 4th and 5th place here between the JPS guys and Greening and Harding.
Yeah, Lee Harding not letting them go, and here come those JPS guys, like you say. Well, looking to the inside, Harding not quite.
Just letting him know that he's there, I guess.
Yeah. Just behind them we've got our champion Gavin Kelly then. He's up a couple of spots into 8th place.
Yep, looks like he's just content to just sit there and let them fight for the moment. He's got a bit of a gap back to Harold Hugabin behind him.
Yeah, one of the other new teams then, the Wizards of Lifton Coast.
Indeed. Lee Harding hasn't got away yet. He's still under attack from Jordan Johnson as Lyne crosses the line. His fastest lap, 48.1.
Yeah, expect to see a move down into turn 1 then from Jordan Johnson battling with Lee Harding. Here they come, and he's on the inside. Harding's fighting him back into turn 2, side by side. Oh,
Harding's got the inside now.
Yeah, I think Jordan just backed out slightly there to make sure they both safely got through. That's smart driving.
He's still on him. And this is allowing the pack behind them to catch up a bit.
Yeah, and these are the fastest open wheel drivers in the limited adhesion, so this is going to be... They're setting storming lap times while they're battling.
Messenger isn't getting dropped by Miller or Lyne either. He's still there.
Yeah, well, you'd expect that. I mean, he's a very, very fast driver.
Yeah, he has more of his talents in the GT3 field, isn't he? He's more of a newcomer to the F3.
Yeah, but he's making it work for him. Here they come through the Schumacher S once again then. Lap 3 of 28. See Kelly has closed up on the back of him, so this was Nick Lee spinning out from the lead on the opening lap.
All on his own, nobody else involved.
I've done that so many times in that corner. Oh no, that's Highfield. Oh no, it's Bardsley, I beg your pardon. Graham Bardsley now running in the Rumblebees.
Yeah, locked up and slid into the... Oh, there's a spinner there into the final corner. That was Greening.
Greening's gone round. Oh, sensibly holding on to the brakes.
They dodged him.
Yeah. Here comes John Johnson once again on Lee Harding then. It's going to be a repeat of the previous lap.
done it this time. Harding is still going to have the inside for 2 and 3.
Oh, Johnson's
Fantastic
just getting
race.
ahead. Yeah, this is awesome stuff.
Johnson will have the inside again for this turn. But Lee has a better exit.
I wonder if he gone off track there or he ran over the grass. Wow, side by side into the forward curve. A bit of a lock up there from Harding. Johnson's done it, but I don't think it's... I think Harding's not letting him go.
And look who's catching the pack. It's Lee.
Yeah.
Lee is making up for his mistake earlier.
Now running P8 then. Just behind our champion, Gavin Kelly.
Harding's got an excellent toe here.
Yeah, and it's acceleration zone all the way from that bottom chicane up to this corner. He's on the inside. This is fabulous racing.
And of course now another long zone of acceleration.
Yeah. Oh, he's super wide.
Using every inch of the track.
Yeah. Wow, side by side through the chicane. That is brave stuff.
It was. I wouldn't want to do that too many times.
No, Johnson
They're
and
still
Harding
at it.
fighting incredibly hard. Ollie Walker right behind. Gavin Kelly in there as well. Now in P7. Nick Lee in 8th position.
Jockeying for position down there. Start finish straight.
Yeah. Harding to the inside this time, and he's made the move. Johnson's going to fight him back into turn 2, though.
And the other three they can't do anything. All they can do is watch and wait their turn.
Yeah. I think it's probably the wisest place to be, just so hanging back and waiting. Johnson round the outside is going to have the inside for the forward curve. The slightly tighter of the two. Once
Gives
again,
Harding a better exit.
yeah. Once again, he's back in front, but as they go down to the hairpin, despite this being a hairpin, it's not really a favoured overtaking spot, is it?
No, not really. It's very fast in.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that side by side through the Schumacher S is ever going to work. Lee thought about it though. Wow, look how tight they're fighting.
Thought about that as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Kelly nearly into the back of Walker there because he had nowhere to go. This group is getting super tight. Oh, they're going to go side by side through the chicane once again? No. Harding's backed out of it. Oh no! That's Ollie Walker round.
And Kelly.
And Kelly into the pits as well. I wonder if there was a collision there then.
I'll have to see a replay.
Well, here we go with the replay. So you see him side by side up front. Harding backs out of it and yeah, Ollie responds to that. Kelly with nowhere to go there.
Bit
Unfortunate.
of a concertina there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Kelly and Walker chose to pit. So,
Yeah.
looking at the lap, they may be in their pit window.
Yeah, should be able to get to the end now then. Whoa, Naylor just turned him way too early there.
That was unfortunate.
Ripped the front of his car off. Oh no, and we've got a big collision further back then.
That's Barrow and...
Barrow in the Williams livery, and is that must be Greening then, who fell down the grid presumably earlier on? Yeah, okay, he's Greening round.
Yeah, that was earlier where they split him and went either side of him.
Yes.
Really surprised that no one hit him there, but he did the right thing and held the brakes. Meanwhile, at the front, Lyne is not having it his own way, as Miller is right on his tail.
Yeah, I mean these two are always rapid, and Messenger's gone with them. That massive fight between Harding and Johnson has really held them both up, and look at that, they're 8 seconds back from this trio. Because I'm going to include Messenger in this front fight. I don't think he's out of it at all.
No, certainly not. After 6 laps, he's only 1.5 seconds back. And let's look at the lap times. They're posting pretty similar lap times. In fact, he matched the leader that lap.
Yeah, he's driving superbly well. This is exciting stuff then. This is really what we wanted to see with the splitting of the grid.
I think Miller is in a choice position here, because Lyne would be the first to admit that he sometimes loses a bit of pace in the race. So Miller's going to be looking pretty confident there that he's hanging on to him.
Yeah. I noticed earlier we saw Jordan Johnson running very wide off the road, and just then as well coming out of turn 1. It's getting a little ragged.
Yeah, well, incident points have been reduced this season, so you only get now 12 off tracks or incident points before you get a drive-through penalty.
Yeah.
It was 17 previously.
Here's Adam Highfield then being chased very, very closely by Nathan Parker. I
And
say
they're
that
off.
and they're off the track. Oh, no.
Oh, snapped his suspension there, looks...
Yeah, that's a toe job, surely.
Message has closed a bit now that they started fighting.
Yeah, he has, like you say, half a second.
But yeah, no, so you were saying earlier that we've reduced the number of races, so there's 4 less races. And the GT3 season has increased from 6 up to 8.
Yeah, so we finally got synchronicity between the 2 championships, which is awesome. And what's that doing with the scoring then?
So, what's going on in here? That's Nicola getting past Harding.
Yeah. Lead back to 5th then.
So yeah, instead of dropping 3 rounds now, they'll drop just 2.
Yeah.
So your best 6 results will go towards the championship. And we've also obviously scrapped the sprint race. So now we just have one longer feature race.
Yeah, so the hope then is that we will see slightly less the carnage, and the feedback from a lot of the drivers whether they were not big fans of the sprint. So brought in to sort of help the guys who were struggling slightly more with racing.
Yeah, I think some liked it, but unfortunately the people that it was supposed to benefit didn't really like it, because it just put them in front with targets on their back.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't quite...
Replay here.
Wow, look at this.
That's
Miller down
going
the
for
inside.
lead.
Yeah, in T1. He's done it as well. Was that a new helmet design for Miller as well this season?
I'm not sure. You're more observant than me. But what I am observing is Messenger is now right on Lyne. Just 2 tenths back from him.
Yeah, I wonder if... Well, he was presumably slowed down by the overtake, but... Yeah. Here's our new joiner to the league, Wayne Palmer. Currently running 11th place then. He was posting some very quick times in practice throughout the build-up to this race, so good to see what he can do. And Parmenter as well, he's a new joiner to the league. Welcome to you both. On board with Michael Messenger then, attacking David Lyne. That's him just ahead of us.
I think he was just letting him know he was there, if he didn't already know.
Oh, Lyne's squirming around, look, did you see that? He nearly lost it mid-corner. The car just
Yeah, I see that
snapping.
Rob is getting away, and so maybe Lyne's tyres are cooked, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we know that Lyne cooked his tyres racing in GT3 at Silverstone.
Yeah, 46.8 for Miller. He's breaking away now at the front.
Nick Lee though, new fast
Oh,
wow!
Lyne's dropped it.
Well, Lyne round. So not just race pace problems, but actual dropping it. And look
That's
at
Lee and
Johnson
Johnson going at it. This is a great track for side-by-side in these first 2-3 corners.
Yeah, no, it really is amazing.
I remember the Skippy fight that the top 4 had until there was collisions was great fun.
Yes, yeah, that was a superb race. Well worth going back into the season 2 playlist and rewatching that Nürburgring race. It's
Who was it?
tremendous one.
Winslade was battling in that race.
Mr. Bibby. I
Mr.
believe.
Bibby, yeah, that was a fantastic fight.
Yeah.
Well. But yeah, I remember the top 4, Miller, Lyne, Kelly and Batty just swapping places and changing. I think all 4 of them led that race. It was great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was superb stuff, like you say. It's a shame there was a couple of collisions at the end there which kind of ended the battle. But yeah, no, awesome racing up to that point.
Johnson and Leigh are still going at it.
Yeah, Johnson
Just
back
isn't over
ahead.
Meanwhile, obviously Lyne with that spin has dropped 7 seconds back off the lead, and Rob's got now a 2-second gap over Messenger, and no one bothering him, so he's probably going to put his head down and let's see.
Here goes Lee to the inside. Oh.
Yeah,
Well
we did
held.
say earlier, it's not good to go too wide into there, and usually that kind of thing happens. You take too much curb. Hopefully he hasn't got floor damage there.
No. Well, you're taking the entry of the corner at practically 5th gear. Here we go then, Meren Hugevin into the pits.
We are inside the pit window.
Yeah, lap 10 of 28.
There was some talk as whether people would be able to lift and coast enough to make it a no-stop.
Well,
It's certainly a possibility, but we'll see if anyone's going to try it.
Well, if there's one man who will try it, it will be Don Parker riding in 12th place, one of the Wizards of Lift and Coast, teammate of Meren Hugevin, who's currently in the pit lane.
Let's see what happens to Dom. He's posting 49s at the moment.
Yeah, that's it's a good 3 seconds off the well, 2.5 at least off the main leader's pace. So we mentioned that stables were coming into the limits of Adhesion, and they are in full swing then, especially we've got Stupid Aguri with their B team Silly Aguri racing in Club 1500. Wizards of Lift and Coast are running in Top Split F3. Club 1500 F3, they're racing in GT3, they're racing in touring cars, and they're racing in NASCAR Next Gen. And I expect we'll see them in IndyCar at some point as well. That's a full stable there.
Hopefully they've got a lot of drivers, there's not just 2 of them doing them all.
No, yeah, there's at least 5 drivers, I believe, in the Wizards. So there are a couple of spaces left for another Club 1500 GT3. Oh, Rick Barrow making a bit of an excursion.
He said he hadn't really driven the F3. I believe he was knocking on the Club 1500 door, but given his pace in GT3, he was told to do one.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, he's a rapid driver. He won our opening race at Silverstone in the GT3s, and made everyone else look a bit slow comparison.
Absolutely. I just noticed the top 5 then just all posted times within 0.2 of each other.
Oh, it's just, I mean, oh no, Johnson!
Johnson has dropped it. Oh, and he's gone around too far. That's a 720 from Johnson.
Hey!
Oh, and the judges love it.
Amazing. So Nick Lee now in 4th place then on his recovery drive. 4 seconds back from David Lyne, so there's still a chance for podium for Nick here.
Wayne Palmer just did a personal best, 46.8, which is on par with the leaders, so he has got the pace. He's just obviously not had the best of starts.
Yeah. We've got Meren Hugevin. He's under attack from Ollie Walker. And talking of Ollie Walker, I thought Meren's defence was almost very Ollie Walker-like there. The weaving to the pit wall and stuff.
Well, obviously, Kelly and Walker had their coming together and pitted, so they are looking to make their way back up the grid now. They, hopefully for them, have pitted late enough, to not need to stop again. So they're gonna move up when the rest of the field pit, as Hugevin just did.
Yeah, well, let's see where they come out then, because we know that Kelly was running 7th, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think Hugevin was just behind Kelly, behind Nick Lee, who was behind Kelly when that accident happened. So they are about where they were.
Yeah.
With Hugevin there.
With some of the other drivers, though, will be pitting from up front as well, so they should be able to gain a couple more places back.
Yeah, personal best for Miller and Messenger there at the top, 2/10 separating them.
It's crazy fast driving, these guys. Yeah, we've seen a couple of collisions and coming together, but some of this racing has just been absolutely top notch.
Messenger starting to reduce the gap to Miller.
Yeah, that lap was quicker. Lyne a couple of tenths back.
Yeah, whatever problems he was having, they stabilised, and he's back up to pace.
Yeah. Kelly now under attack from
Walker. And he's through.
I thought we were going to see him do the same thing as his teammate and loop it there. You could see the car bouncing around on the right-hand side as clipped over those curbs. Let's see if we see any of the patented Walker defensive driving.
I think Walker's quicker at the moment, so see if Kelly can get onto him. I think he's more likely to be hanging onto him at the moment.
And we'll remember the amazing battle that these two had for the feature race win at Interlagos, the opening round of last season.
Yeah, great first race battle.
That was incredible stuff. And what was the gap in the line? Like less than a tenth or something crazy.
Yeah, slightly more than the gap between Walker and Lyne in the sprint afterwards.
Yes.
The fastest lap by Lee. That's an impressive lap. He's gone almost a second faster than everybody ahead of him.
Wow. That's a real statement of intent, and you got the impression from talking to him before the season that he's going to be really going for the title this time round.
We'll see how it all shakes up. There's a lot of fast guys, and there's plenty of misfortune to go around, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I could easily see this title battle being between at least 7 or 8 drivers.
Walker up there while you're talking, breaking the toe from that far back. It's crazy.
Yeah.
9/10. The toe is almost non-existent. But yeah, no, there's a lot of fast guys, and there's plenty of things that can go wrong. As we know, you can have hardware failures, you can have internet failures, you can have power failure, and also you can have a coming together.
Yeah, and worth mentioning as well, there's still space on the grid if you would like to come and race with the limited Adhesion. Oh no, Rick Barrett, it's the same corner, he made the mistake last time.
Yeah, he doesn't seem happy into that corner, does he?
No. Yeah, still space on the grid then. There's up to 30 drivers can come and join the top split, and plenty of space to come and join Club 1500 if you're not capable of putting in these times, and I know I'm certainly not, then you're more than welcome to come and race with us in Club 1500 split. And don't forget there will be a full commentated video for that race out as well on the Limited Adhesion channel.
Personal best for Kelly there, 47.2. See, Walker and Kelly are first among those that have stopped. But that's going to change as the fastest guys start stopping.
Yeah, true. So we see like Parmenta and Barrow have just stopped. This is where we're going to...
the incidents there. Looks like Lyne has so far kept it the cleanest. And who's the dirtiest? Kelly. So I guess him and Walker had that coming together.
Yes, indeed, yeah. So, Walker and Kelly currently 9th and 10th then. How much further up the grid can they climb? I don't think they would have lost too much time from that collision though, realistically, would they? Because they were so close to the pit lane entrance. I know it's unfavourable to stop early, but...
Obviously Walker ended up behind Kelly because he had that spin. Kelly looked like he went across the grass and into the pits, whereas Walker had to wait a bit and then move on.
Yeah, here comes Jordan Johnson.
So it'll be interesting to see where Johnson comes out in comparison, because he was ahead of them.
Yeah. Oh, it's agonising on the pit lane limiter. Still in 4th, look.
It's so long. Such a long pit lane.
Miller.
It's just fuel.
Miller very comfortably out front then, Jools. 3.7 seconds now.
Yeah, it's taken him 17 laps to do it at least, so he's eked away, but he's still pulled away.
Yeah, but most of his dramas, when he does have a drama, tend to be early in the race or when there are other cars around him. Once he's out front like this, he's just unstoppable winning machine, isn't he?
Absolutely. Interesting, Johnson's spin when he was battling Lay actually has put him in the grips of Kelly and just behind Walker.
Wow. Yeah, like you say, that's a big turn up. Now we're starting to see. So I imagine
they're going to be slotting in probably around 6th, 7th and 8th when everybody else has pitted. They might get ahead of Ettridge and Parker.
So yeah, as we suggested, then it maybe their races haven't been too damaged by that collision. But talking about collisions, obviously the stewarding. We must talk about the new stewarding system for this season.
Ever controversial. It's a necessary evil and it's a thankless job.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we have a bunch of different stewards available, all independent. We've updated the punishments as well. So this season you're not going to lose championship points, but you will receive a punishment for the next race if you are naughty enough. So I believe it starts with a start from the pits, and then there's a drive-through, and then there's a stop and go, and then if you haven't got the message after all of that, then you sit on the bench for a race.
We've had a few drivers sitting on the bench in races gone by, but hopefully, yeah, we won't get too many of that this season.
No, we won't touch their points, but we will inconvenience their next race.
Yes.
If they're naughty. Very wide.
Very
there.
wide. And is that
Is that the lapped car? Is that Bardsley?
someone's getting a penalty for drive-through?
Mr. No Name.
Yeah. So we saw Bardsley there getting out of the way. Parmenter back in the pits, look. Graham Bardsley then drive through for too many penalty points.
Not ideal. I
No.
say it is a reduced limit, down from 17 to 12.
Yeah, not the best of events for the Rumblebees team, but I have to say, I think Adam Highfield's done a great job. Greg Parmenter, look, yeah, that's why he was in the pits again. Then he was the one with another drive through. Adam Highfield's done a great job, though, wouldn't you say, of replacing Ollie Walker with Graham Bardsley, a very potent driver.
Absolutely.
Picked up
No slouch at all.
picked up the Monza sprint race victory in season 4.
Here comes Nicola Lee sizing up Nathan Parker.
Lee is putting a storming drive to recover from that lap 1 spin.
I bet he's kicking himself.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Oh,
That all got a bit close.
yeah. Well, kind of a half look, I think, there.
Yeah. It's cost him more time than it's worth, though, really. Here's Wayne Palmer. Loving the green wheels on that. The livery's almost Force India-like as well.
Yeah.
Here
There's
comes-
Parmenter.
Yeah. I like that livery as well. That's quite...
Very striking.
Yeah, definitely. And Josh can name from the ETM, looking for a new teammate with Winslade's move to Club 1500 and joining the Wizards of Lifton Coast has left him in a one-man band.
Yeah, I think everybody in the top split, aside from Namath, is with a teammate now.
Yeah.
So if any new joiners come in, then there is a slot open in that team.
And it's a great team to join, one of the only ones with their own theme song. In fact, the only one with their theme song. Everyone else has got, well, there are some interesting cool videos of team launches and livery reveals, but the ETM had one with their own song last season out, so...
Let's say I'm missing Williams off the grid. So James Garlick has decided to take a sabbatical, and obviously his teammate Bardsley is joined up with the Rumblebees.
Yeah, well, that's sad to hear that James is taking a break. Is it the full season he's sitting out? Or?
He hasn't said. I think for now it's just he's got too many things on, so he can't give the time that it requires to race in the top split.
That's fair enough, yeah. Still waiting for his old former teammate Gary Richards to make a proper return. He's been showing up in TCR, but nice to see him back in open wheelers.
Yeah, absolutely. He poked around a bit. Is it in the silly season he managed a couple of races, and then he's shown up in the touring cars as well?
Yeah, I'm hoping he'll show up in... I think he'd be a good fit into Club 1500 for open wheel. Wow,
So everybody apart from the top 6 has now stopped.
Yeah. So Nick Lee, the first of the one stoppers then, and he's in 7th place and battling hard with Stupid Aguri driver Nathan Parker.
Looking at this, it's going to be, I think, a case of when, not if. But he needs to pick the right moment. Obviously, T1, it didn't really work out for him. And a new fastest lap for Miller, which I think is pretty much equal to what Nicola Lee had previously, just slightly faster.
Yeah, that is very quick indeed.
Personal best from Lyne. Oh, he's gone wide again.
Pushing
The
so
aero
hard.
Bosch catching him out there.
Yeah. So I noticed Don Parker has stopped then, but he said he hadn't bought the track until very, very late, so very little practice done. I think that's showing in his position. We know he's a very rapid driver. Won the final sprint race of last season at Bathurst, as he'd put it, because he's a Yorkshireman. Oh, this is great racing here between Palmer and Hugevin.
Yeah, Palmer's fastest lap's only half a second off the leaders, or more 4/10 off the fastest lap, so...
Yeah, and he was putting in a lot of practice before this race, as I mentioned earlier, so very interesting to see where he fits into the league. Oh no, look at that, penalty for Johnson, that's a surprise.
Well, we did note him going wide earlier, didn't we? He must have used up all of his incident points.
Yes.
Kelly wasn't being dropped by him.
Oh no, Palmer round.
Oops.
Horner speeding in the pits. He's got the double whammy. Look, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Penalties tend to breed penalties, don't they? You get frustrated. Rather like his 720 that he did.
Yes, indeed. You've got to be so careful on the inside line coming out of that turn 1 hairpin, haven't you? It's a very big tendency to bite you and unsettle the car.
Absolutely.
Well, Parker's still holding on in front of Lee then, who's recovered from his little off-track excursion.
Well, will it be third time's the charm? We've seen 2 attempts, I think. We've not seen any more than that.
No. He's got a great run here, look. But it's the fast chicane, as we've mentioned numerous times. Oh, what a move.
Nicely done around the outside.
Yeah, I think Parker took it safe and diving into the pit lane.
He was pitting anyway.
Parker now racing with the Reverb G2, so he gets to see the race in beautiful high definition.
Crystal clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Kelly also upgraded to the G2.
Yes, those people are known as lucky dogs. It'll be interesting to see what a G2 feels like in race trim. Rob Miller then, here is our race leader. Nearly 7 seconds, I beg your pardon, to the good ahead of Michael Messenger, who's doing a sterling job holding on for P2. Lyne a couple of seconds back. New personal best for
15
Kelly.
minutes to go. I don't believe these top ones they've stopped, have they? No. Hang on.
Oh,
no, that's Miller off. He's taken an excursion into the gravel there.
Wow.
So far ahead, he must have just got bored and forgotten to brake.
Yeah, it's a big old... He was so far off the road there. And look, Messenger's now attacking. Messenger's taking the lead.
Outside. Well, this race was pretty much put to bed, and now it's right back out of that bed.
Wow, this is amazing. And he's not pitted, though. I'd like to see a replay of just how he ended up where he did.
It looked like he forgot to brake to me.
Yeah, but he was lucky not to go in the barriers or anything. But...
Well, we were saying about misfortune and how it can strike.
Yeah, but he doesn't normally make a mistake like that. It's amazing. Yeah, it's cost him a good 8 seconds, so... Lyne's
But now, all the pressure is on Messenger.
Well, as long as he doesn't drive into the pit lane entrance like he did at Bathurst in the GT3s, where he was...
Well, we are at Nürburgring. Someone else drives into the pit lane here.
I can't remember.
If you recall. Lyne.
Lyne. Oh
Managed
my
to
god.
do an Austin Powers.
Oh yes.
I think that was from the lead as well.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. No, do you know what? I was trying to think of if an F1, because I'm sure there's an F1 driver that's messed up the pit lane here. I can't remember.
No
who it
doubt.
was.
But yeah, no, our Lyne right there in third place has an awful history of pit stops here in the F3 car.
Yeah. No, that was possibly one of the funniest incidents we've seen in a long time. Riding on board with Michael Messenger. Oh, look at that! He's had to check up on the curb there, and that nearly let Miller through.
Yeah, Miller's already on him.
Oh, did you see the gravel trap marks from Miller recovering? Here we go. Yeah, you can tell that Miller was so much quicker through that sequence. Just gave him the run. Yeah, Messenger's pitching, so's Lyne. Miller's staying out for one more lap.
So is this like a Miller time?
It's not a very nice beer though, is it?
I wonder if Messenger had to pit if he had no more laps left, because you would have thought the best thing to do here was to stay on the track if Miller did.
Yeah, well this is classic undercut versus overcut now.
Because you know Miller's got a slight pace advantage by the looks.
Yeah, now he's got
you don't want him on his own.
He's got the chance to do a low fuel lap on his own. There is no one around him apart from Parmenter a couple of corners ahead, so...
Good news for Lyne fans, it appears that he's pitted and left the pits in good time, so... no calamity this time for him.
Status quo maintained then between Messenger and Lyne, then there's still that couple of seconds gap.
That's it. Just over 10 minutes to go, so that's still close enough. He still could catch him.
Yeah. I'm keeping an eye on the tracker and I can see that Miller is still a few hundred metres behind Parmenter, so I don't think he's going to have to worry about lapping him. We assume he's going to be diving into the pits at the end of this lap.
I can't imagine he's doing the pace he is and fuel saving at the same time.
No.
But, you know, maybe he'll surprise us.
Yeah.
So, Battle of the Ollies has recommenced.
One of the big headline stories from silly season was the Battle of the Ollies, as you say.
And it finished in the position it is now, didn't it?
Yeah, Miller has just rounded the final corner, by the way. He's stayed out. No, I tell a lie, he's in.
Oh, no, yeah, he's just ghosted, so yeah, he's in the pits.
It didn't pick him up until, as being in the pit lane, until he'd gone right the way around the final corner. Here he is then.
Crawling like a snail.
Oh, yeah. And a crucial pit stop, this. This could determine the race. Here comes Messenger.
I was going to say, obviously, Miller isn't a stranger to pit lane mishaps. He had a mishap with the lay at the exit in Monza.
He did, yeah.
No such worries here, as he's got it all to himself.
Massive hiccup.
Here come the other two.
They're up to speed. He's stuck on the inside. We've seen spins from drivers on that inside line.
It's Messenger's chance.
That could be Messenger's chance gone then, unless he can stick with him. Oh, he's run a bit wide into T3.
He's still going to have the toe.
Yeah, but I mean the margins that we're seeing in top split are just incredible here. These drivers are really putting on an excellent performance.
Indeed. Great wheel-to-wheel action between the Ollies.
Yeah. And
say Kelly are 5 seconds back, so he just doesn't have the pace this round.
No, that's a shame. We'll be going again though. Next round we'll be at Virginia International Raceway, a first visit for the Limit of Adhesion to that track. So that should be an interesting race to watch.
I think it's quite unfamiliar track to a lot of the drivers as well.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are having to buy it.
Yes, indeed. And zero runoff there, so you make a mistake, then you can end up either in a sea of grass and doing interesting flips because it's bumpy as heck, or in the barriers. And I think that was going to be a race of attrition.
Quite possibly.
So all four risky drivers have kind of got a McLaren-themed kind of livery going on. Slight differences between Risky Racing Orange, which is Ollie Ettridge, and the Risky Racing Blue, like Messenger.
Yeah, they try and be confusing. They have the logo in blue, but the writing is orange, so they're orange.
Yeah.
But I would have said from looking at it they were blue, because the icon is mostly blue.
Yeah. No, they do it just to mess with you, I think. But I noticed
They do, yes.
the Risky Racing Blue guys, they still have the dark trace, like McLaren wing sponsorship. Wow, Ollie Walker down the inside then of Ollie Ettridge, who hangs on to... Oh, no!
Oh!
Well held, though. That's exactly what you need to do when that car starts going round on you into T1 exit. Just stamp on the brakes and turn the wheel and hope it straightens up.
Absolutely. Bit of a reprieve there for Ettridge. Ollie's got a lot to do to catch him back up there with, was it 7 minutes to go? 6 minutes to go?
Not too long now. Palmer going very defensive against Maren Hoogervin then. But,
yeah, these guys were battling a few laps ago and they're still battling.
Yeah, that super defence though down the straight hasn't really helped him, as Maren slipped through for 10th place then.
The end in sight for Miller, but he hasn't really got that much of a gap now.
No.
After that mistake earlier, he's possibly being a bit more careful.
And look at Lyne, he was 2 seconds back from Messenger as they came out of the pits. It's under a second now. Is that Parmenter off the road there, as the guys all came steaming through?
The leader train scared him off the track.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. It's a 55-minute limit, but we're actually on the final lap.
Oh wow, yeah, because it's 28 laps, isn't it? Here we go then.
Yeah, that was the change in format. We are doing 140-kilometre races.
Yes, so slightly less than a Grand Prix 300 kilometres, isn't it? 305. I think it's 305, something like that, yeah. 200 miles.
Half.
So roughly half, yeah. Here we go then. So Maren Hoogervin now in 10th place. Rob Miller, as you say, on the final lap, and he's just 8 tenths ahead of Michael Messenger in 2nd place. David Lyne in 3rd. So is it an 18.13 or an 18.12? We wait to see. Oh, the gap's coming down, look. Messenger now under 7 tenths ahead, behind.
Miller has got to be a bit spooked after that mistake. Yeah, you can't help but affect you.
No, indeed. And they are coming through that zone where he did make the error. He's still in the lead, and in fact he's gaining a little bit of time, look. We're still looking at...
Yeah, he still has the pace. It's just he's probably not doing that full push. He's probably just reined it in slightly.
Yeah. Here they are then, coming through the chicane for the final time. 1 corner to go then. And he's not wiped off his wheels like Joshka did earlier. Here he comes then. Rob Miller from the A-Team wins round 1 at the Nürburgring. Season 5 of the Limited Adhesion Single-Seater Championship. Michael Messenger comes home in 2nd place. And David Lyne comes home in 3rd. It's an 18.13.
And that's Ollie Walker passing Ollie Ettridge, so
how did
he must be out of fuel.
Wow.
You can hear that engine. It's not a happy engine.
Yeah. Is he going to lose another
Kelly's
spot?
Kelly's going to get him.
Well, Kelly's suffered that before, losing places at the line. So that was Summit Point, you remember? In the Skip Barber. That was agonising.
Yeah.
Was he winning that race?
He was. Yeah, he dominated that race until he ran out of fuel. It looks like Ettridge just crossed the line, so at least he's held on to 8th, but that was 6th place. He's just let slip through his fingers there.
Oh, that's such a shame. He had a great drive. Here comes Maren Hoogervin. Yep.
Yeah, Hoogervin holds off
Palmer,
who was very rapid.
Yeah, Palmer went defensive down the main straight, and then Maren just sort of drove around him and took the place. It was quite interesting. Here comes Dom Parker.
12th place, first points. Track that he didn't know.
Michael?
Here from Gavin Kelly.
sure he'll take that.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the final race classifications then of round 1. Rob Miller picking up the win for the A-team ahead of Michael Messenger from Risky Racing Blue. David Lyne rounds out the podium for the A-team. Then we had Nick Lee in 4th, Lee Harding in 5th, Oliver Walker in 6th, Gavin Kelly in 7th, Oliver Ettridge running out of fuel on the final lap coming home in 8th, Nathan Parker in 9th and Merrin Hoogervan in 10th. Wayne Palmer makes his debut and comes home in 11th ahead of Don Parker, and then Josh Kanamath, Greg Parmenter, his debut performance ended in 14th place. Jordan Johnson had a day to forget in 15th, as did Adam Highfield, Graham Bardsley and Rick Barrow in 18th place. And I believe Stephen Greening retired very early on as well, coming home for 19th. Championship standings then finishing as they were, obviously, so Rob Miller on top ahead of Michael Messenger and David Lyne. Miller picking up the extra point for fastest lap. And
I was going to say that, and it was Lay who got the point for pole.
Indeed, yeah, so you can see him 46 points instead of 45 in 4th place. Those 2 points are going to be crucial as we go through these races. They could really help a driver out.
Well, I heard a certain driver that you know said it wasn't enough points and we should give more. And I said, well, you didn't get any more last time, so, you know, if you're naughty and you keep asking for more, we're going to give you none.
Yeah, well, you know what he's like. That particular driver happens to be in the A-team, who are well out in front after that 1-3 then. Risky Racing Blue in 2nd, Stupid Aguri in 3rd, so a decent haul for that, the championship reigning team.
Yeah,
NGP.
Risky Boys very much almost collect each other.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. So we got NGP Volvo Safe Driving Academy after a few spins in 4th. See, another risky spin. This was Messenger's one, wasn't it, where he nearly got taken out. Like a lead.
Well, like Harding and Johnson there just picking a side each and
getting through nicely. Yeah. So next time, as you can see, we're going to be at Virginia International Road. That'll be out in 2 weeks' time. So make sure you come and join us for that one. See what happens in that race. As Jools has hinted at, we expect to see a baptism of fire for a number of drivers who are learning the track for the first time. Wow, I mean, Greening does so well.
Agonising, isn't it? I mean, it's slow motion, but it's still an agonising wait.
You're just waiting for the one to get it wrong and cream into you. Don't forget, you can find us at limitofadhesion.com, facebook.com/limitofadhesion. Don't forget to like and subscribe the videos. Come say hi to us on Discord. Cheers, Jools. We'll see you in Virginia.
Yeah, see you there. 2 weeks' time.
Bye-bye.